Okay, well, I'm gonna go film so I can hurry up and go outside and.
Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Tootie, 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 tootie.
What is up, y'all? What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Masani back with another video. You already know the deal. We're gonna get into it. This is gonna be coming from a Christian's point of view. Even though I'm a Christian and you may not be, hopefully I can convert you. But if that's not what it is right now, if you're not ready for that right now, this advice still stands for whoever. Because there are gems, period. I don't think the Bible is just for religious purposes. I think the Bible is just a way of life for life to be easier. Yeah. So let's get into it. So in the Bible, I believe in Song of Songs, pretty sure Song of Songs. It talks about don't awaken love until it's time. And the love that they're referring to that I believe is intimacy. When you partake in that act with someone, you are becoming one. Not everybody pays attention to the weight that that holds, because in today's day and age, we view that as solely physical pleasure. Not all of us. There are people that are in healthy relationships that do see the meaning behind how special that act is and how that can't be given to anyone and anyone, but there are a good amount of people who view that for physical pleasure. So when you become one, also you see couples starting to act the same, certain mannerisms, things, they start acting the same. Why? Because they have become one, right? And God forbid you do that with the wrong person, and there have been several of us who've done that with the wrong person. Also, I am not a virgin. I am currently waiting, but I do know what I've been on the other side of the script, right? I do think that there's beauty in waiting, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Just because people are Christian doesn't mean it's easy. But you get your power back. You're able to see people so much clearer, because when you're doing that and it's good, the red lights start looking yellow, and then the yellow lights are like, did he really mean it like that? Did she really say, like, is it really that serious? Am I blowing it out of proportion? And then that starts green when they're red. There are people that say that Christians get married fast, and I agree, but I agree because everything that people are doing in relationships today are what they should be doing in marriages. Back then, you weren't going on vacation with your boyfriend. And I'm not shaming nobody, because that's just what has been normalized. You're not going on vacation with your boyfriend. No, you need a ring on your finger before you go anywhere with a man. What? So yeah, like, that wasn't a thing. Living together wasn't a thing. Children out of wedlock wasn't a thing. Of course it happened, but this wasn't the normal thing. So with Christians, there are no sleepovers. If you're serious, there are no sleepovers. There are no vacations. There's none of that. I know that there are a lot of Christians that say that they wish they would have waited, because there's something beautiful about having first-time experiences with your person. For instance, the honeymoon, that's technically supposed to be the first vacation. Hopefully, my person has never taken a trip overseas with nobody. Hopefully, because I have not done that, so it'll be a first for the both of us, and it'll be beautiful. So yeah, and it's like I said earlier, like, it's not like Christians don't feel that way. Like, we're human, but we're just choosing to wait. So since we're choosing to wait and we already know each other, we already like each other, there's not that much time that needs to be spent talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard to wait. Like, it's hard to wait to do that act. And okay. I saw this video, and it was a couple who waited until marriage. They did slip up, but like, they waited. And they were talking about that before they got married. They were like, oh yeah, like as soon as she come through the door, I'm on that. As soon as he come out the shower, I'm on that, I'm on that, I'm on that, I'm on that, right? And then when they got married, that their drive to do that wasn't as high as they thought it was. And they came to this idea that it was just our drive to sin. And I thought about that. I was like, that makes a whole lot of sense. Like, think about it. If you don't get a rush to read your Bible, you don't get a rush to finish some work you have to do. Why? Because these are things that you were supposed to do, right? But when it comes to doing things that you know you probably shouldn't be doing, it gives you a little bit of a rush. Like, because it's our flesh and our spirit battling, and our flesh wants to sin and our spirit wants to be a good girl. So like the locations that you might be doing it in, or just doing it period, it just gives you a rush. It's just like, oh my god, like, you know. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And they were like, now that it's okay to do that, it's just like, oh well, I'm a little tired, like can we do that around like later tonight, because like we live together now. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good perspective. So whenever, guys, if you are Christian, or if you are waiting and you're just, you know, a little hot and bothered, just be like, realistically, if I was married, I could, well, no, because you're not married. So I can't even, but just be like, this is just my drive to sin right now. Like, I can get over it. Let me go read a book. Let me go read a book. Let me go do that. But yeah, y'all, don't want to make this video too long because as y'all know, I'm burning and I have to go to BJ's. So yeah, yeah guys, I look so beautiful, seriously. Ooh. I will see you guys in my next video. Masani off of this.